home. But,
way to get your earrings in, Rita.
Thank you.
well, I wanted to give you comment, Ms. Rademacher. You've won your last 5 in a row. Have you always ran a 3-guard offense the whole season, or is it just the first time you start running a 3-guard offense?
You know, it's been back and forth. We've went with 3 perimeters and 2 posts, and then sometimes we become more guard oriented with players like Megan and Audrey who can play the 4 spot. But then also we, you know, like today we thought that in the second half we needed to have more of a post presence on both blocks, and so we went with our 2 bigs, and they produced. So that was Megan actually started off really well, got us going in the first half, and then we were able to get more things inside.
Yeah, your inside game has been working well because you told me about your freshman. You told me when I interviewed you, she is what you told me. She's very forceful inside. She's a very strong inside player, and I saw it tonight. So fortunately, the other player ran into her, and she fell out and got hurt. Number 50.
Jaleso threw that lob pass up, and I don't know what number it was. I think they had to take her off on a stretcher, but you know, I mean, Shareta has done a nice job. She's just real aggressive. She's able to catch tough passes, and which result of fouls or putbacks. So that's been great for us. It's been nice to have that, which has opened it up for other people like Jaleso to be able to drive and Meg to be able to shoot. So that's been good.
You know, your team is very unselfish when it comes to passing. I've noticed that. Very few teams are like yours. And in fact, it's precision. It's not sloppy. What is your key to? Have you always ran a quick offense like that?
You know, it just depends on who's in the game, and we like to play to our strengths and get a lot of our perimeters involved with ball screens, and then if they're able to get by, you know, we were able to make some drop passes inside or post up. So we're really trying to figure out what's best for us and how we can utilize our post game as well as get our perimeters involved. So we've done a couple of different things with our secondary action into maybe another set, and then the last 15 seconds it's another set. So it's a lot of things that the defense has to be concerned about, and they've done a nice job of executing.
Jaleso, talk about this game. I mean, last year, obviously, Detroit split with Butler during the regular season, had a big win down there. Then they kind of got the best of Detroit in the Horizon League tournament. But then you talk about getting revenge for that game, or was it all about starting out 1-0 in conference play this year?
Well, for us, it was more of revenge and starting off as 1-0. You know, this is a new team for us, a new team for them. Throughout my 4 years here playing Butler, it's been up and down, you know, close games. So we always feel good, you know, when we get a win over them. But we just happy we 1-0, and we started off to a good start in the conference.
Coach, in the first half, it seemed like the 3-pointers were a little bit of the story. You guys shot 10% better than them. Made a couple more field goals, but yet you were tied because they were able to hit from beyond the arc. I think in the second half there was something like 1 of 8, at least a couple minutes left to go. Was that a concerted effort on your part to take away the 3-point shot?
I may have had some choice words for the girls about number 25 getting off any more threes, and she did escape for 1 more, but they did a great job of getting on her and knowing where she was and helping out when they were setting double screens and ball screens. And you know, we had a defensive assignment early. That's when she was able to get her points. I'll blame this on Sine. And we made the switch and put Jaleso on her, and that was pretty much the end as far as the second half goes for number 25. And you know, a couple of them got some other shots off, but yeah, we were able to defend the 3-point line a lot better.
Similar to PJ's question about knocking you guys out last year, to be 4th, you guys picked 7th. How important was this win? It seemed like a quality win for you guys to start the conference with.
Oh, it's huge. It's absolutely. I thought it was kind of poetic that we went out in March 64-38, and you know, I watched that game just as recently for the second time today, and it just really fired me up. I know personally, and it was one of those things where you know, they do have graduation day, and certain kids on their team are no longer here. So, and we have a couple of kids that have over 3,000 plus minutes in the Horizon League, and so, you know, last year wasn't our year with Butler in the quarterfinals, and but maybe this one is. I don't know, but I just think that our experience and leadership, and then along with some new players that have gotten to the mix, hey, it was a great win. Great win.
Shareta, beginning of the year, you started out pretty on fire, scoring a lot. Recently, teams have been really, been able to get around you and double team you. In the second half, you really came down there, and the 30-4 run, you scored, I want to say, 15 or 16 points during that run. I mean, what just got back you into that scoring mentality?
I mean, I didn't want to lose. I wanted to be, even though I wasn't here the last couple of years, I still wanted to win, keep our winning streak going.
You started out 1-8, now you're 5-8. What do you contribute it to? There being to understand and gel and understand each other now. Where you kind of struggled first, now you got 4 wins in a row. Now and if you win Saturday, it'll be 5 straight wins.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just, I guess it's all about confidence, and we did have one of our starters go down, and we did have Sine step into that role a couple of games ago, and she, it wasn't her night tonight, but, I think that's what started it all, and kind of, it leaves a good taste in your mouth to win games. So, I mean, they got a taste of it. They got 1, they got 2, they got 3. I mean, so you start to really, start feeling good, and you don't want to give that away. So you're pretty much willing to do whatever it takes, play your role, and just so that you come out victorious. Because, like I said, it's a great feeling. There's no feeling like it to all of a sudden get on a roll and play as a team and have great chemistry and walk away with the W.
And you have exactly 10 players. You can't afford to get anybody hurt. Will the other young lady be back? The one that was you have 11 players.
Yeah, she will be. She will be.
Megan, talk about your game. Obviously, you came up and the Titans got off to a fast start, 9-2. You hit a couple of 3-pointers. So just talk about your game this year, really expanding your offensive role and really being able to hit the 3 consistently this year.
Well, I kind of play a role where if I'm running down the floor, if I make it down, I'll be on the block. But if there's an opportunity where I am on the 3, which I do, I have ended up on the 3-point, I will shoot it. So it's been a inside-outside game for me.
Jaleso, if everything goes right, you and I will be gone from here in about 4 months. Do you have a sense of urgency in your play this year, and is it hard to try to present that sense of urgency to freshmen, sophomores, juniors?
Right. Earlier, when I was younger, I didn't realize, how fast it'll come, but it's here, and I just try to be a great leader for my teammates. I know that they have my back, so it's not really a sense of urgency because we all have confidence in one another, in each other, and hopefully we win that championship. And if at the end, I'm gonna be happy. It'll be bittersweet, but I'm just playing the game.
A couple years ago, a little bit similar in that you guys started off slow in non-conference and tore through the conference season. Do you see the same qualities in this team that you guys can go on a run like that?
Yes, we have, like I said earlier, our record don't define, who we are as a team. We lose by 2 points, 4 points, but now, we gelling together, and conference time, I think we're playing at a high level, and we all play together. So, of course, I see the same similarities from last. But hope we're going to finish it off this year, other than 2 years ago. Not 7 for 7.